Okay guys, I changed my hair color again, and this time I did a lot of research and experimenting with toners. I tried like 4 different Wella toners until I found the perfect one for my hair color, shade, and tone. It is a little bit more silver than what I was hoping for, but that's gonna fade away, so it's fine. I'm going to be adding snippets of when I bleached my hair / toned it. I don't really go in depth showing the actual process because I thought that part would have been boring, and it's just literally mixing bleach and applying it to your hair in sections. I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory, that's why I didn't. But I want to go like more in depth about the toners because I feel I finally cracked the code to hair color theory. So I bleached my hair with a 20 volume developer and literally a random bleach that I got from Amazon. And I put it on my hair for like an hour. I did 2 sessions over the span of like a few days. So I kept some space in between my bleach sessions so I get less damage. Though I do want to say, before I get like deeper into this, I am not a professional hairstylist. Please take my advice with a grain of salt. This is what worked for me. I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but I did a lot of research and experimenting and I want to share it with you guys. So now that that's cleared, when I first bleached my hair, as you're gonna see in the video I'm gonna put next, my hair turned out a very like yellow orangey tone. It wasn't a dark orange by any means. It was like pretty light. I thought it was like really light. So the toner that I ordered was from Wella. It's this one. And it was in the color 12C Ultra Light Blonde. Now when I put this toner on my hair, it actually did nothing. My hair color stayed the same, it felt the same, it was still orange and yellow, it did nothing. So if you bleached your hair and it reached the same level as mine did, as you're gonna see in the video where I explain it, don't get a 12 level toner. Because after I did the research, I realized that 12 is the lightest shade of blonde, and by that it almost looks like white blonde, like what people with naturally blonde hair would look like if they bleached their hair, not us, people with naturally dark hair. So level 12, level 11, and level 10 were too light for the shade / level that my hair lifted to. Which gets us to the second part here. So after I figured out how color theory and hair levels work, I was like, okay, so if my hair didn't lift to a level 12, didn't lift to a level 11, and did not lift to a level 10, then it must have been either a 9 or an 8, because level 9 and 8 have more orange tones when they lift, and they tend to be what darker hair color lifts to in most cases. So I went ahead to Amazon and ordered the Wella Intense Very Light Blonde. The color was 9NN. This is the box. And I also figured out that N means neutral in hair color terminology. And I knew that the neutral level would not get rid of the orange tones that I wanted to get rid of. So I went back to Amazon and ordered this thing, which is a hair color additive. This is in the shade 050 and it's a cooling violet. So the instructions on this say that you're supposed to add in cap size amounts of like the bottle cap into mixing it with the other toners / colors from Wella that you're using. So what I ended up doing is that I was measuring with like a little cup measuring thing that I use for cooking. This is what I used to measure. It has like ounces and tablespoons and milliliters on it. So I did half an ounce of the neutral blonde, the 9NN, and then a quarter of an ounce of the violet additive, the 050. And I mixed it as a 1:2 ratio with 20 volume developer. I only used 20 volume for every single step I did on my hair because I didn't want to use anything higher to not damage it, but I also didn't want to buy extra developers because I had a really big bottle of the 20 volume developer and I didn't want to waste money on like a 10 volume developer, which would technically be healthier for the hair and better, but it would also take a longer time to process. Okay, so I left this toner mixture on my hair for 35 minutes and 35 minutes only. I didn't go any longer because I noticed that when the color oxidized, it started going like very violet, and I didn't want silver hair. I still wanted to be like in the ashy blonde tone, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna leave it on my hair any longer. And it turned out to be this color, which I'm really proud of, and it's really a nice tone of like ashy blonde. Yeah. Now, I do want to quickly mention that I did try the Wella T27 toner, which is the color medium beige blonde, and that also did nothing to my hair. And I tried that out after I tried the 12C because I already owned this. I didn't like go out of my way and buy it. And yeah, it just did nothing to my hair. I think this is more of a warmer tone blonde, so it's not going to get rid of any like oranginess or yellowness to your bleached blonde hair if you're figuring that stuff out. Okay, so I have the bleach on my hair with a 20 volume developer, and I'm letting this sit on for like around an hour, maybe more. I'm gonna keep checking in between to see if it needs longer, because before I got my hair done brown at the salon, it was a bright red color, and I think it's still stained from the bright red. So we'll see how that goes, because I did the same thing to the front pieces that are a really bright yellow right now, and it kind of worked. But I had to go over them like twice, because the first time I only did 45 minutes of bleach, and then the second time I did like half an hour. So I feel like this is the amount of time I would need for the rest of my hair to be a similar color, if not the same. Okay, I ended up leaving it on for an hour and 45 minutes. I'm going to wash it in 10 minutes, and I'll update you guys on how it's looking. I won't be toning it today because I'm still waiting for one of the toners to come from Amazon Prime tomorrow, and I'll be filming that as well. I literally ordered so many toners to try to fix this mess after I did like so much research about color theory, so fingers crossed for that. Okay, so the toner is in my hair right now. I mixed the 9N with the Cooling Violet Additive and put it at the front part of my hair that was really blonde, and then... Now, I know that the video is more about like toning my blonde hair, but I also redid my brown hair at the back, and I do want to mention the products that I used. Everything I used was still by Wella, and I went ahead and bought this, which is in the shade 5NN, Intense Light Brown, in like the neutral level range, and mixed it with 2 caps of the 050 Violet Additive, because I wanted to get rid of like mostly any like red to orangey tones that were in my brown hair originally, because I did get my brown hair done at a salon, but I needed to get it toned, and it's been a while and I didn't want to do that, so I wanted to like tone it at home by myself, and that ended up being this color. I didn't leave it on for too long though, because I was doing it at the same time as I was toning my blonde. So I only literally kept it on my hair for like max maybe 15 minutes, because I did it like right after I was done doing the blonde. And yeah, that was it for today's video. Sorry if I was talking too fast, but that's how I usually talk, and I'm trying to practice to talk slower, which is not currently working, but I'll be working on it. And I hope that this helped you guys, because I was really struggling when I was toning my hair, and there's a lot of like really good videos on YouTube explaining color theory, but for a person that's not a hairstylist, it's kind of hard to understand, and I find that way was like the easiest for me to understand is like I literally like googled hair levels, and I tried to match the shade of blonde that I got after the bleach to like the numbers in the hair level chart, and it turned out to be a 9, and then that worked. So if you guys did like end up trying this, please leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts about it or how it turned out for you guys. I'm really curious to know if anyone tries this method of toning the blonde hair or even the brown that I mentioned. And please do subscribe to my channel, thumbs up this video if you liked it, and follow my other social channels. I'm on Instagram with the same username, MarsLifeXO. I'm also on TikTok, it's MarsLifeXO. And to be honest, the TikTok people are what helped me get to this result, because I asked on TikTok, and my video was directed to hairstylists and hairstylists only, and I got a lot of really helpful comments explaining to me this stuff right now that I did a lot of research about. So TikTok is the place. Bye guys!